Welcome back to Nuansa Art, your go-to channel for home design inspiration and interior creativity. If you've ever felt the chaos of city life weighing you down, today's video might just be the breath of fresh air you need. We're taking you deep into the Spanish countryside to explore a hidden gem, a tiny Spanish villa that's so charming, so thoughtfully designed. It's convincing people to leave the city behind for good. Imagine waking up to the sound of birds, surrounded by olive groves and rustic stone walls, in a space that perfectly balances tradition and modernity. This isn't just a house, it's a lifestyle, a retreat, and a bold decision to embrace simplicity. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Nuansa Art, and drop a comment if this villa speaks to your soul. Now, let's step inside a home that's making everyone rethink urban living. Nestled in the sun-drenched hills of Andalusia, this tiny Spanish villa sits in a peaceful village where time seems to slow down. The villa is surrounded by lush olive trees, stone fences, and rolling hills that stretch far beyond the horizon. This isn't just a scenic location, it's a deeply cultural one, where every cobblestone path tells a story and the locals still greet each other by name. The villa's placement is intentional, close enough to civilization for convenience, but remote enough to let nature take center stage. The morning mist, the golden sunsets, and the chirping cicadas all become part of your daily rhythm. The sense of calm and belonging here is so powerful, it makes you question the need for traffic, noise, and the constant rush of the city. It's no wonder people who visit often end up staying. From the outside, the villa is a humble stone structure with terracotta roof tiles and arched wooden doors, but don't let the size fool you. The architecture is a masterclass in blending the old with the new. Local materials, like reclaimed wood and limestone, give the villa its timeless authenticity, while large glass windows and an open layout make it feel surprisingly modern. The thick walls keep the home cool in summer and warm in winter, a traditional technique that's both eco-friendly and efficient. Every corner of the house feels considered, intentional, and deeply rooted in place. Arches frame the views outside, and narrow staircases lead to cozy nooks and lofted spaces. The design doesn't scream for attention, it whispers elegance. This villa shows that simplicity, when done well, can be more luxurious than any skyscraper penthouse. Step inside and you're greeted by light, warmth, and texture. The interior of this villa is a celebration of natural materials and neutral tones. Think whitewashed walls, wooden beams, linen drapes, and hand-woven rugs. The main living space is open concept, with a small but efficient kitchen that flows into a cozy lounge. Everything feels effortlessly placed, yet functional. There's no clutter, just carefully curated objects. A handmade ceramic vase here, a vintage lamp there, a rustic wooden bench by the window. The furniture is low profile and multipurpose, ideal for small space living. Even the artwork on the walls feels organic, often made by local artisans or inspired by the surrounding landscape. It's a space that invites you to slow down, breathe, and just be. In this villa, less truly is more. One of the most impressive aspects of this villa is how well it uses its limited square footage. With less than 600 square feet of space, every inch counts, and it shows. Built-in storage hides behind smooth plaster walls, transforming into seating or shelving as needed. The loft bedroom is cleverly placed above the living area, with enough headroom to feel spacious but intimate. Folding doors open to the terrace, making the indoors feel like an extension of the outdoors. Even the bathroom, tucked into a corner, features a rain shower and skylight that brings in the sun. This kind of design challenges our idea of space and shows how creativity can overcome size limitations. It's not about having more, it's about making more out of what you have. And this villa nails it. In Spain, outdoor living is just as important as what happens indoors, and this villa makes the most of it. The main terrace, shaded by a wooden pergola draped in grapevines, is where most of life unfolds. There's a small dining area for long, lazy lunches, a hammock strung between two trees, and even an outdoor kitchen with a traditional wood-fired oven. Mornings begin here with fresh coffee and birdsong, and evenings end under a sky filled with stars. Native plants and herbs grow along the stone walls, and a small garden provides fresh vegetables year-round. This seamless indoor-outdoor flow invites you to live with the seasons, reconnect with nature, and leave behind the artificial pace of urban life. The outdoor space becomes an extension of the soul, simple, beautiful, and full of light. Another reason this villa is changing lives is its commitment to sustainability. Solar panels power the essentials, a rainwater collection system supports the garden, and most of the materials used in the build are either reclaimed or locally sourced. Even the furniture is mostly secondhand or handmade by local artisans. There's no wasteful luxury here. just mindful choices that make life feel richer and more meaningful. The villa also encourages a zero-waste lifestyle, with composting bins, a minimal reliance on plastic, and a deep respect for the land. Living here isn't just about escaping the city. It's about adopting a new way of thinking, one that puts balance, harmony, and responsibility at the center of the home. It's proof that living sustainably doesn't mean sacrificing comfort or style. It means redefining what those words truly mean. Beyond its visual beauty, what truly sets this villa apart is how it feels. There's a kind of peace that wraps around you the moment you arrive. The stress and busyness of city life melt away, replaced by a sense of calm and connection. You begin to notice the small things, the sound of leaves in the wind, the warmth of sunlight on stone, the comfort of silence. The space encourages mindfulness, not just in how you live, but in how you think and feel. You're not overwhelmed by noise or distracted by clutter. Instead, you find clarity, creativity, and purpose. This villa doesn't just offer shelter, it offers emotional space. It nurtures your well-being in a way few city apartments ever could. That's the magic people are falling in love with. More and more people are making the leap. They come here for a vacation and never want to leave. From overworked professionals to retired couples and young creatives, this villa has sparked a movement of slow living and conscious design. Many say they've never felt more themselves than they do here. It's not about escaping responsibility. It's about redefining what it means to live well. Some have even taken inspiration from this home to build their own tiny villas across Spain and beyond. It's a ripple effect. One little house inspiring many to embrace smaller, more intentional lives. The idea is simple but powerful. Freedom doesn't come from having more. It comes from needing less and loving what you have. And there you have it, a tiny Spanish villa that's not just turning heads, but changing lives. It's a reminder that sometimes the best things in life aren't loud, large, or luxurious. They're quiet, thoughtful, and deeply human. If this home has inspired you, even just a little, to reconsider how and where you live, then we've done our job today. We hope you enjoyed this journey as much as we did. If you loved the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to Nuansa Art, and drop a comment below. Would you ever trade city life for something like this? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep designing with heart and living with intention.